Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Dear friends, today I am going to teach you English lesson and it is from 10th class English book. It is 1.5 and the title of the lesson is His First Flight. Do you know what is meant by flight? Flight means flying. And here his first flight means there will be a question in your mind, whose first flight? Here is the first flying of seagull. You know, seagull is a bird, and this bird is found in the area of sea. Seagull lives in the sea, and there was a small seagull. There was a small bird, and he had not confidence to fly. He had not confidence to fly, but how his mother gives him confidence for flying, we have to learn it in this lesson. Now I am going to start to read the lesson. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. Here ledge means his house. Young means small. There was a small seagull. Seagull is a bird. There was a small seagull bird, and this bird was alone. Alone means lonely at home, means there was nobody at his home. There were no other family members. There was not his mother, there was not his father, there were no his brothers, and there was not his sister. He was alone. He was lonely at his house. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before, and he had two sisters, two brothers and one sister. But yesterday, all of them had flown away. They had gone away from the house, and he had been afraid. Afraid means there was fear in his mind. He had been afraid to fly with them. And this small seagull, he also liked to fly. But what was his problem? There was fear in his mind for flying. He was afraid of flying. He had no confidence for flying. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. His house was underwater. There was cliff of rock, and in that rock he had his house. And when he tried to come out of his house and tried to fly, but fear used to arise in his mind, and he used to go back inside his house. He was not able to collect courage to fly. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. And now he used to come out of his house, and when he used to come out of his house, he saw there a big sea, wide sea, very vast sea. And when he would see that sea, fear would arise in his mind, and he would go back inside his house. And he used not to come out of his house. He was not trying to learn to fly in the sky. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. And here writer tells us that this young seagull's brothers and sister. They were smaller than him. Their wings were smaller than his wings. But they came out of the house and they flapped their wings and they flew away. They were courageous. They were not afraid of flying. And these seagull's wings were bigger than his brother's wings, than his sister's wings. But he was fearful for flying. He was afraid of flying. That's why he was not able to collect courage, to muster courage, and to fly away. And that's why he was sitting inside the house. But for the life of him, he could not move. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. His mother and his father were telling him to go out and fly. They were threatening him that if he will not fly, they will not give him food. They will starve him. They will keep him hungry. They will not give him food. They were saying things like this. But because of fear, he was not trying to fly. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. And yesterday, his brothers and sister had gone out of the house, and his mother and father were teaching them flying, how to dive, how to jump, all the things they were teaching them. And this seagull was watching that his parents were giving lessons of flying to his brothers and his sister. He was watching all these things, but he was not able to go outside the house because of fear in his mind. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it standing on a rock, while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle, and all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau, midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him for his cowardice. And now this young seagull saw that his elder brother, he had caught fish and he was eating his fish. He was enjoying fish, and all of them had come down. All of them had come down on the plateau, and they were lying there, they were sleeping there, and they were enjoying their food there. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. The sun was now ascending. Ascending means going up in the sky. The sun was going up in the sky and it was blazing, means it was becoming hot. And now there was hot sun, and the hot sun was blazing, means it was giving trouble to the bird, and he was facing it. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall, and now the bird was hungry because since last night he had not eaten anything. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge, and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. Now the bird had come out of the house and he was standing on one leg, and he had hidden his another leg inside his wings, and he had closed his one eye, and another eye was open, and he was showing as if he was slept, but actually he was awake, he was not slept. Still they took no notice of him. But his family members were not giving attention towards him. They were not looking at him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now and again she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet, and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. His brothers were dozing, means they were enjoying their sleep. His father was cleaning his wings. Only his mother was looking at him. She was sitting at one place which was very high, and she had caught a fish. Fish was in her legs. She was cutting the fish with her beak, and then she was sharpening her beak on the rock, and she was trying to attract this young seagull. She was showing him food, and when he saw mother was eating fish, he also liked to eat fish, and so he had become mad by looking at the food because he was very hungry. Now half of the lesson is completed, and remaining half lesson we will take it tomorrow. If you like this video, please like it, share it, comment on it, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe it. That's it. Thanks a lot.